Hello everyone! As we know, battle shonen anime can be one of the most entertaining anime to watch, with fast-paced fights and cool-looking protagonists. I picked 10 of them and made this watch list. And starting with our number 10, we have Levis, a cyberpunk story set in a society with arena fighters that fight for glory and to survive. The story revolves around our main protagonist, Levis Cromwell, who is using mechanical body parts in order to participate in those fights. The show gives us many inspiration moments all around the hard life of our protagonist and how he's going to overcome those difficulties. A protagonist that keeps up pushing and becoming better is what you can watch in this anime. The animation is made with GCI, computer smoothing, and is considered pretty good. As for the soundtrack, it's really good and fitting for the atmosphere. It's so good that when the character loses his nerves, you actually feel it. I will say that this show needs some time and love to understand and enjoy it. On number 9 we have Katanagatari, and we are going to the Edo era Japan with samurai, ninja, and sword fighting. The story is about collecting 12 legendary swords of extreme power that our protagonist Shichika Yasuri needs to accomplish. Our protagonist cannot use swords to fight others, but use a technique in which the user's own body is wielded as a blade. Traveling through the world while fighting the wielders of those swords in order to collect them are just of the few things that you can watch in this show. The characters in this series have extremely crude design with unique styles. All of them have a sympathetic or honorable reason to fight. About the art design and soundtrack, you're either going to hate it or love it. A pretty good and unique series with lots of cool action and entertaining fights on number 9. On number 8 I picked The God of High School. The anime story is all about winning in a tournament, with the prize being a wish for anything decided by the winners. Our protagonist's name is Jin, a carefree child obsessed with fighting. He's powerful and always holds back his powers unless he needs to use them. With every episode we are getting more characters added, each one with some backstory moments and more plot lines. Of course everyone is fighting to the death, since this anime is all about fighting. In general, it's a fantastic shonen action show with beautiful animation and sound. Worth taking your time to watch it. And of course we are waiting for another season.
Alright! Man, the three of us will get even stronger together!
On number 7 we are talking about an anime that was aired before we were born and is Fist of the North Star. In a post-apocalyptic wasteland, we have a glorious tale about Kenshiro, our protagonist, fighting to survive in this cruel Mad Max-like universe and searching for his long-lost love, Julia. A journey full of fights for our hero, since with his power attracts the attention of powerful enemies like warlords and martial artists.
North Star, muscle control spin kick!
Every episode is filled with new characters, new plots, and show the progress of the journey our hero needs to do. Talking about an anime from 80s era, the artwork and soundtrack is majestic with perfect balance. A highly recommended anime to watch and you won't feel disappointed.
God never even knew who you were.
Number 6, and we have an amazing anime that combines many elements in one masterpiece. History's strongest discipline, Kenichi. The series revolves around our hero Kenichi, a weakling kid who always getting picked by others. The story begins when Kenichi decides to become stronger and join a dojo. The results are endless training, fights, plots, and some romance. As the anime progresses deeper with the story, you will be unveiled to a plethora of unique characters who have different fighting styles and unique personalities. The artwork and sound match everything, and we are talking about an anime from 2006. The combination of comedy, fights and romance will keep you watching this anime until the end. That's history's strongest discipline, Kenichi.
まだ名を聞いてなかったな。最強の弟子よ。
僕は白浜健一。
Number 5. Basilisk. And there we have a shinobi themed anime with bloodthirsty characters engaged in a bitter war. The story is a historical piece about two ninja clans that fight each other. The protagonists are three characters, two men and one woman, each one with unique characteristics, powers, and some love quarter between them. The story follows a bloody deathmatch and it thrills you from the first episode. I mean, you're getting hyped from the first moment into this anime. The use of many martial arts combined with enjoyable characters that give us many enjoyable fights and plots. I will say it's a high quality anime with decent animation and sound. So if you like Naruto, this one is highly recommended.
Guys like us, we don't get to think about tomorrow.
Number 4, and we have our second cyberpunk series on this list with the name Megalobox. As the name suggested, it's all about box. But evolution of boxing that utilize mechanical limbs to increase the power and speed of its user. The story is about our protagonist Joe that just fights from the slums where he's throwing his boxing matches to earn money and make a living. All of that changes when he enters Megalonia, the biggest boxing tournament. A journey of our hero that climbs from the bottom of the ranked list to the top. The animation and the sound are top quality that make this anime stand out from the other fighting animes. A great sports student series to watch, especially if you like boxing.
This is a one-sided ass beating.
Hajime No Ippo on number 3, and what else to say, is the best boxing anime that currently exists. A life-changing story for our hero that starts weak and without knowledge about violence and fighting to end up as a professional world boxer. The protagonist's name is Takamura. In this series we see all his life, and trust me, it's not only the fighting that we are looking for to watch, but the characters. Dynamic fights between Ippo and his fellow boxers are just incredible. Despite that the first season is old, the scenes and the sound are just perfect. The art is super fluid with details on effects that are well done. I'm going to say, get yourself some popcorn, relax to your sofa and enjoy this beautiful show. On number 2 we have Kengan Ashura with street fighting elements. The story is pretty straightforward, with tournaments of power where rich companies recruit the most powerful fighters and put them to fight. The show is doing a great job on maintaining realism while adding some elements of fiction with crazy techniques, fighting styles, all of that used by unique characters. Protagonist's name is Tokito Uma with the nickname the Ashura. A cool protagonist engaged in a journey full of ruthless battles with other fighters with one common goal: be the best. About the animation and sound, I would say the 3D is a bit weird, but once you get into the action, it feels real good, and of course the sound that matches everything. Ending, I'm going to say this show is pleasing to the eye and highly recommended.
So, what the hell are you after?
I really want to have your children.
Huh?
俺と戦ってくれ。
For number 1, I picked Bucky. While this anime was in dark for decades, we got 2 seasons and somehow we ended with a masterpiece. The story is about Bucky, a teenager, son of the most powerful human in the world. We can see his early development that is hungry for battles, lacking principles and with no special depths, to an almost soft reboot for his characters, to a mature and intelligent protagonist. Many characters are added and some are making a comeback in this anime.
Even all this talk!
The whole show is about the fights that have a lot of hype and they always go out with a bang. About the art and sound is simply either you're going to like or dislike. The early 90s needs a remake while the newest season are top quality. That's all for this top 10 fighting anime video to watch. I'm Dark Blazer, I hope you liked this video, like, subscribe and have a nice day.